So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. How are you? Happy Wednesday. Come on in here. Today, something a little different. Heck, all the shows have been different lately, huh? Change. Have you ever wanted to make a change? You really want to do it. You're working hard at it. You're staying up. You got it sort of figured out, but there's something stopping you and you just can't get yourself to do it. There's a question I've asked new coaching clients for years, and I asked it a few minutes ago to another group member that I had, and it gives such clarity. We're going to give that to you today. So allow me as I set this up, because maybe you're trapped. Maybe you can't get what you want and you're just afraid to go and you don't know what it is. I'm going to give you a door to open. How's that? It is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com. My name is Scott Smith. Nice to have you here today. You know, if you want that passion thing that I talk about all the time, meaning my simple common sense idea, if you do more of what you're passionate about all day long, intentionally, you're going to be happier. If you intentionally do less of what you don't like, you're going to be happier. Hit me up at Instagram, @FishYourPassion. Give me DM me the word 6 or the number 6. I'll send you my 6 passion audit to make sure you're doing the right thing all day long that makes you happy. Simple little thing. All right, so let me set a frame for you here, and I'll get to the question here in just a moment. I do have to set up a few things so you understand this. All about change, all about, I don't know, life is pretty good, but I really want to do that, but I just, You ever felt that way? Probably a lack of information, and we'll cover that in here in a sec. So when people come in my world, I've done this I've coached for 25 years now. What I coach is what I do. I've lived the very same life that I help people do, and that's why I help them do it. So bear with me while I set this up just a little for you. People come and they fall into like 3 categories of problem. Maybe this is you. So pick one. Sometimes it's corporate dependency. They've had a job. It's pretty good. It's not perfect, but, pays a good salary. Most of my people are probably low to mid 6 figures. It's like good, life is pretty good. I'm getting paid well, got bennies, the whole deal. I don't know. Is that you? Some people come because they have an unfulfilled impact potential gap. And in other words, I really feel like I can have more impact on the world, and yet I don't know. The biggest one that causes the most anxiety is the income replacement anxiety that they feel. Again, life's pretty good. I don't need to get rich. I don't need to make $1 million a year, but I don't want to lose what I have. And I'd like to make, more than I'm making now. But if I could get what I got and have some impact and get out of this thing, life would be good. I get that a lot. And the truth is, most people that I end up working with come with all three. Is that you? All three? Probably at some level, right? So it's okay. It's okay. Everybody's that way, particularly when you're coming up to a change. So you've decided to do something and you don't know what to do with it. Now, the question I'm going to give you here in a second, I've probably asked it the first time 15 years ago. I remember doing it in Australia at a live event, and I just opened up doors for people. But today, it happened on one of my Face Your Passion coaching calls. And one of the young ladies, I will give no names and keep it fairly generic. She'll know what I'm talking about, obviously, but she owns a farm, a pretty large farm. Young, just getting going, the whole thing. And they're building the farm out, and the dream is to build this big, successful farm. And she said, but this weekend, my husband and I work like 6 a.m. to 10:30 at night, and he works full time. It's just not sustainable. We can't keep doing it. And I said, I get it. And it's not sustainable, but farming is tough. It's expensive. There's a lot going on here, and a big corporate income is great, but man, what if it's holding you back from what you love to do? She goes, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have no idea how we're going to make this work. Now, I've known her a long time, so I know all the details about what's going on. But finally, I asked this question. How long can you sustain yourself if your husband quit his job and spent all the time on the farm? That's it. Assuming you're going to build a business, you're going to grow the business income, how long can you last? Now, when I ask this question, in most cases, people will say, I don't know, 6 months, 9 months, really, really common. And I'll stretch it out from there, but 6 to 9 months always. So I'm sitting here waiting for 6 to 9 months. And she looks up, she goes, minimum 4 years. 4 years. What? 4 years? I'm an entrepreneur. You tell me I got 4 years to make it work? I'm on it. 4 years. So then I said, okay, well, wait. We can burn money for 4 years. That's the minimum. How long can you go if you went to the maximum? You didn't earn another dime. Everything's the same. Your husband quit his job. Probably 10. And we would have the house and the furniture. Yeah, I would have that. But the dogs, 10 years. And you still have that, which tells me you got longer than that. So as I'm sitting here looking at this whole thing, I'm like, all right, well, here's the deal. It looks like you've got, let's just call it 4 years. You have a 4-year runway where nothing else changes. So you see her kind of go, oh, and that's the point of me telling you this right now, because what I just did was we just reframed it and found the real truth. Now, what would you want to do? I know you're thinking right now, I can spend my savings, Scott. Are you kidding me? I'm not going to do that. I've got this money. What am I going to do for retirement someday? The whole deal. I agree. We're really careful about this stuff. But the truth is, as an entrepreneur, you're going to have to go in, right? You're going to have to count on yourself, get the skill set to do it. And it's scary, scary, scary. But what we did today was we kind of unlocked the key. We pull the key out, unlock the door. Look, you can actually do this if you wanted to. Now, what are you going to do?
When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
So when I asked, what are you going to do? She goes, oh, I need to figure this out. But here's what happened to her brain. Now, because she thought, well, this is possible. I could actually do it today. I could just step in and do it, but that wouldn't be smart. I guess I got to figure it out. So normally when people come in, I'm working with them. This is the very first thing that happens very early on. My job is to make you money. My job is to make you, give you what you want and help you get there. That's my job. If I don't do that, I have not earned my living. And so I failed. So that's why I start there, because I need to know what the goal is for me so I can help you get there. So now we're pushing them down the road. We've got them to go down there. What's the next thing that happens? Well, the next step is this. Get some more information and begin to strategize. So you're going to kind of reverse engineer everything. So now I know I can do it. I can sustain myself, but I don't want to go broke. Great. Go study your business model. Bring in all the information you need until you understand what it looks like. You're going to set the scale of what we're going to do and make the scale really, really big. Get it up there. And suddenly we are able to look at it and go, wait a second, this is what I want. I know I can survive, but I'm going to get there in about 9 months. Or maybe it takes 2 years. I can make it happen. And the fear goes away. So what it comes down to is having permission to do it, unlocking that door, and then getting a strategic plan. Now, what happens after that strategic plan? It always happens. And I say, this is where the money's made. This is where we make the sausage, right? We kind of figured stuff out. We know we have the door open. Look, here's our plan. This is what it should be. Every plan's going to change once you get started. We start to implement. We jump in and we just start build the stuff. That's what you do based on the plan you had. So if you've been thinking about a change and it's holding you back, you can't quite figure it out. You're all motivated, you got some momentum, but you're stuck. Ask yourself that, how long can I last? And yes, we've got to build your confidence. And the confidence is built by giving you the tools and understanding of that, look, here's what you got. Here's what you're going to do. If you're willing to do that, you'll get what you want. And most people just want a roadmap. They say, show me what to do. I cannot tell you how many people say, Scott, just tell me what to do. I'll do it. And so I tell them what to do and they go do it. And I sit back and say, how'd you make more money than me? That was crazy. Happens all the time. I have clients that come in and we talk about stuff. They go run with it. And over a period of months, I'm like, man, I want your job. You're making bank. It's crazy. Well, it's okay. I make good living too. I'm making plenty of bank. I'm not worried about that. I hope this helps. This is a huge block for people. Happens all the time. So if you're feeling stuck, you may be trapped. You might be thinking, just, hey, man, I got 2 weeks. I got 2 days. I know the economy right now, but so many people, that's not the case. If it is the case where you just don't have, 2 sticks to rub together, we've got to work on something else. We got to build that up first. That's okay. You're not quite there yet. You'll get there. But if you are there and you're letting that hold you back, you need to think it through. And that's just a matter of scale and getting the vision put in place and understanding that roadmap. Boom, 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 do this. It happens. All right. That's it for me today. You've had enough of me. Nah, not really. I'll be back tomorrow.